Welcome guys to my creative corner. This is Claudette with Miss Puff Creative Corner, and this evening what I'm going to be doing is putting together my August paper pumpkin kit. So I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Orlando. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. On this channel, I create projects using stamps, inks, paper, mixed media, embellishment, and a whole lot of joy. So if this is something you're interested in, please do stick around. So yesterday what I did was I unboxed our August paper pumpkin kit, which is a paper crafting kit in a box that is a subscription kit that comes to your house every month if you choose. So I unboxed that yesterday. The video quality wasn't that great with the Wi-Fi that I was using, so hopefully tonight the video quality and the audio would be much better. Please leave me a comment down below if you're having any issues with seeing or hearing me. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just gonna pretty much be doing some alternate designs. Like I showed you yesterday, the kit usually comes with directions and how to put the projects together. And this particular kit, you're gonna have enough supplies to create 9 cards. So these are the designs of the 9 cards. It's like 3 designs each. And they also give you within this box supplies to create or design the box that it came with, so you could gift it to someone else and do like maybe a hope box they call it, or a keepsake box. But we're going to go ahead and put 9 cards together. I'm not going to necessarily follow the designs on here. So let me know, kind of help me out with what you think about the designs that I'm putting together, if it's missing anything, and how you think the colors are looking. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with this base here. Like they come with the base already pre-scored for you, so you're just going to fold it down in the middle. I'm just going to give that a nice crease. And let's go ahead, and I pulled out some of the tags, the die cuts here, and these are, let's see, beautiful here. They're like almost like tie-dye look to them. And I am going to put 3 of these here together, kind of staggered. You have dimensionals. If you want, you could pop those up. And they came with little glue dots, but I am going to be using my multi-purpose glue and add these down. So you want to put them how you want them to be lined up before you actually glue them down. And I like this card base that it has the little splatters that came with it. So you could put your card in landscape or portrait. Next, what I'm going to do is bring in one of the circles. I'm going to add a sentiment to that. And let's see. And I am going to add the sentiment. It says, just a note of hope. And I am going to put that in a bluish green ink. And it did come with the a deep purple ink. And it's called Blackberry Bliss. And I'm just going to save that up. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stamp on this. Came out pretty good. Let me know if you guys are hearing me okay, if it's coming in okay. So while that is drying, I am going to get some dimensionals and pop that circle up. I'm just going to use 3 dimensionals. Just put that right there. What you guys think? Is my spacing a little bit too far on those tags? See, they also came with some sequins. These are self-adhesive sequins, and let's see if we'll could add a couple of these down. Let's put one there. One here in this flower, and let's put one more. Let's put one more down here. And they said in 3s. So what you guys think about this one? All right, so that's our first card. Next, we're gonna do another pink one. Go ahead and fold that over in half. Give that a good seaming down. And these are the little inserts that the die cuts came in, and I just saved those. So I am just going to use this as a design, and I'm going to put it down this way like that. And press this down good. Just add some glue, multi-purpose glue to the back. And I'm just going to cross it in the center. Just do that to the other one. And give that across that way. Alright, so what I am going to do is take another one of these circle dies, and then in this one I'm going to use the same ink, and this time I'm going to use the sentiment that says hope. And let that dry, and then we're gonna pop that out. This came out a little juicy, a little smudged there, but it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is get some more dimensionals and pop this up. What I could have also done is they have like a butterfly stamp. I could have stamped that in like a purple, stamp it off and do a second generation stamp, so it'll have a little butterfly on this. That would have looked cute. Just take the back ends off of that, and then we'll add it here in the center. So what do you guys think about this one? Should we bling this one up too as well? Let's go ahead and do that. So what you guys think? Is lacking something, maybe a bow? You know, the bow that it came with is kind of a broad bow, and it's very bulky. But it came with a roll of bow, and it is very bulky, especially like if you're gonna ship, okay? And I guess they will focus more on designing the outside of the box. All right, so next we're gonna come in with the third pink card base. Let's go ahead and fold that in half. Give that a good press. Now these came with some layers, smaller layer cards, or mats, if you will. So I'm using this one here, which have that multiple color, and I'm going to stamp the big sentiment on there that says always hope, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. So I'm going to stamp that up in black ink. And if you don't like the colors on here, you could always flip this over and use this side too as well. Try not to shake my camera here too much. Alrighty, let me just ink this up good. With this one, you have these larger stamps. It's nice to use like a Stamparatus, which is instead of using your block, is a device that would help you to, if you didn't ink up well, it just keeps everything in the same spot. You could restamp in that same spot without any issues. All right, so I'm going to stamp this in the middle. And it's always good when you're using your photo palmer stamp, which is these clear stamps, to use a little cushion underneath. Helps you to get a better image or imprint. So don't do as I do and use your cushion. All right, so that came out pretty good. As I shake my camera. Okay. So next, what we are going to do is, let's see what you guys think. It came with these little punch out little wording too that was meant to do like that. What you guys think? Does it look good that way? And then you could do the hope like this. How you guys think that looks? That's one of the design that they had in the directions, but they used it on the blue paper. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and add some glue to the back of this. And we're going to add it down to the center. And if you guys want, it also came with some blue mats to put, if you want to put to the back of that as well. And these are the mats that it came with. And then this, what we're gonna do is pop this up on some dimensionals. The word tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, you could spread your supplies. You don't have to put this on top of actually the ink sentiment, you know. If you think about it, it's kind of wasteful, right? Because then you could use this on another project, right, to create something different. And let's just see if 2 of the dimensionals would fit here. Not 3, just 2. And then we'll take the back ends off of those. What do you guys think? How is that looking so far? And they came with some butterflies that you could decorate with. You guys like that? Let's put maybe 2 of the yellow ones. I'm just gonna add some glue. I'm not gonna pop that up with dimensionals. I'm just gonna add some glue to that. And of course we'll have to bling this out. Let's bring back in those sequins. And then we'll just add a few on our card. And then one more. Let's see. Let's put one here. So what you guys think about that? Okay, so those are our 3 pink ones. And then let's see which one we're gonna start with next. Alright, let's see. I think I am going to start with the blue, this base. And we're going to go ahead and fold that in half. Give that a nice crease. And they had these dies also here with butterflies and flowers. So what I was going to do is I'm just going to flip it over on this side, and I'm going to use the white side. I think those 2 colors look beautiful together. Make that crease a little tighter so it could lay a little flatter. And with this, if you have a sponge, you could add some sponge to your glue. Add some sponge to your glue. Add some glue to your sponge and just sponge that to the back here, because it's such an intricate die, and it'll be easier so you won't make a mess that it would get on your the base of your card. So what I'm going to do is just put little hints here and there, because this is a large piece, so if you had the sponge, that would work. And I don't have a sponge right now on hand, so I'm just gonna add little dots of glue here and there and touch it up as I need to once I place it down. Hopefully it won't dry by the time I get through adding touches here and there. So let me know in the comments how you guys usually glue down your intricate dies. Just curious to know. Because this one is already pre-cut for us. You have adhesive where you could actually, once you put your die down, you could stamp your paper, add it to the back of the adhesive, then cut your dies out, and then you already have some glue to the back of your die when it cuts out. So let's just put this here in the center. See how that, press it in. And I think that's a nice color combination. What you guys think? All right. So I'm going to take one of these tie-dye tags that it came with, and I'm going to flip it over like this. I'm going to stamp a sentiment on this and then pop this up with some dimensionals. And I'm going to come in again, and you could, if you have other dies, you don't like the sentiment that comes with your kit, you could use your sentiments from another die, another stamp set. All right, so I'm going to use the word hope. And also you could do your second generation stamps. If you don't have that much ink, a color ink, you could stamp off and they give you a different tone ink. And that helps to have a variety of different colors, you know, within, you know, it'll be in the same family, but it won't be, it'll be a different hue, you know, within that same color tone, if you know what I mean. And then, so what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna add, let's add some, while that is drying, I'm gonna add a couple little blings here to either side. And then we're gonna pop that up with some dimensionals. So I am going to put maybe, let's see, I'm going to put 3 dimensionals. So what I like about these kits is everything comes within the kit for you to do your stamping with. With your first kit, when you subscribe to get your subscription kit, it comes with a clear block. And these are nice where you could travel, actually travel with these. Give you something to do, you know, work on it when you travel. What you guys think? Does it need a bow? I have a little twine here, white twine. What you guys think? Without the bow? Let me know in the comments. I think it looks okay without the bow because it's such an intricate die. It's just beautiful on its own. It looked like doilies. All right. So let's move on to the next one. All right, so let's see how we're gonna do this one here. I think I'm gonna get my trimmer for this one. Let's bring in my trimmer here. And I think I'm gonna cut off an inch off the bottom of this. Let's see. Let's see how that's gonna look. So we just cut off an inch off the bottom of this. Burnish this a little bit more so it lay flat. So let's bring in, let's see how we're gonna design this one here. Again, some of your die cuts like this, it came with, you know, it comes in different languages. You could just flip it over and use the white backside of it, okay? All right, okay, so this one I am going to, let's see. I am going to go ahead and stamp a sentiment down here. And we're gonna continue using that. This is called, we call this color just jade. To me, it's bluish green. And when you're doing this part right down here, what you want to do is just, I'm going to stamp this sentiment, there is fate. And I'm going to just space it out. I already put like pencil marks there. So I want to stamp it like 3 different times right here. And maybe put a little bit of sequence bling in between each one. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, so I'm going to do that 2 more times. Then 1 more time. Hoping you guys could see okay, because I'm left-handed. Okay, let's see here, just down here to the end. All right, so that came out pretty good. And let's see here. Oh, I'm gonna put that larger, if that looks okay, or should I actually stamp it? What you guys think? It looks okay, or is that hue of greenish blue too dark? Or should I stamp the word hope? Let's stamp hope on here and see which one looks better. I'm just gonna stamp it. You know what, let me use one of the foreign languages on here so it doesn't actually show to the back once the person opens the card. Let's see, stamp hope. So, but then if I decide to use this one too, if they open it up, you'll see that backside too. So that may not be so great, but here, let's see what you guys think. Too much white, right? I think it's too much white. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with this one that says, the pre-stamp one says hope. We'll stick with that one. And let's see, we're gonna sit it about right there. And I'm just gonna see how I want to design this before I actually glue it down. And then I want one more that say, where there is hope, there is fate. There is fate, there is fate. Let's see. So I am going to go ahead and stamp this up and say, where there is. What do you guys think about this color ink that I'm using? Should I have used a different color? So what we're gonna do is, let's see, we're gonna bring that in here. Let's see, we'll maybe right up here. And then add some butterflies. How does that look? Okay, I know I want the hope right there, so let's go ahead and I'm just gonna add some dimensionals right there to where the hope is. It's like, how far up do I want it? I don't want too much of space showing up here. So let's see. And then I don't want my dimensional too close to the bottom here to stick on the inside of my card. So let's add some dimensionals to the back of this. I think 4 should be good. Let's pop the back ends off of that. And I think I'm just going to try to line it up with this sentiment right down here. Maybe it was a little too high, but hey, I'm not going to pop it back off. And then let's put this here. Just gonna glue that down there. Just gonna add some multi-purpose glue to this. Maybe a butterfly here in this corner. Is summer over? Is it into fall yet? So I think I'm just gonna add this butterfly right up here in this corner. Just wipe some of this excess glue off. And I use the glitter art glue, so when it dries, it does not dry tacky. That's what I like about the glitter art glue, because my hand could be heavy on the glue. So next, what I am going to come in, and let's see. I am going to get bring in some of those sequins. And we're going to put them in between the sentiments here on the bottom. And keep in mind, guys, you could do these designs with any cards, whatever you have in your stash at home. And I think I am going to add some up here somewhere. Maybe there. What you guys think? Too much space? I need a little bit of something extra up here. It's too blank. Okay, so we'll leave it like that, I think, for now. Let's see, how would a bow look? Nah. All right, so let's move on to the next one. And this is the third in this color. And we'll go ahead and fold that down. All right, so with this one, I'm going to use this matting that comes with it, a layer. So again, you could use the white side of this backing. And I think I am going to cut these down in some rectangular pieces and make some white batting with this. I really do like this with the splashes on there. This is so pretty. All right, so let's see and get my trimmer out. And let's see how I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to use one for white backing, which is a shame to be utilizing that blue in that way, but hey. Let me see how I'm going to cut this down. And so this is like this is about 4 3/4. Let me see, I think I'm gonna This is gonna be white. I want this a little larger. And I think I'm just gonna cut this down like 1 1/4. Let's try and see. I'm gonna cut these here down 1 1/4. This is gonna be my white backing. Let's just see how this turns out. Was that one 1 1/4? Let's see. 1 1/4. Let's see, that first one I may not have cut it. Let's see. How did I cut it? Yeah, I cut it at 1 1/4. And let's see, I'm gonna cut these. I'm gonna cut these about 1 inch. Let's see how that looks. Okay. I think that is just too small. Let's do 1 1/8 of an inch, because I think these, let's see, we'll do 1 1/8 of an inch and see how that looks. Yeah, the inch was like too small. Like I said, I'm just winging this, you guys. 1 1/8. And you could always use these scraps here for something else. I just wanted a little bit of edging around there on the white. Okay. And let's see how this one is here. And just trim this down just a smidge. And just a little bit more. It's about that. So let me see, I just need 2 more pieces that size. Just put this here to measure this up. Whew. this in the camera here. Alrighty. So we're gonna put those buttons on. Get out my multi-purpose glue and put those together. If you guys are getting any creative value from this video, go ahead and smash that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. That one seems a little shorter. Make sure you don't mix up, because both sides, you know, your color sides, because this is the same color as this. So just make sure you don't mix. So what we're gonna do is bring back in the base of our card, then we're gonna come in and add all layers here that we created. And you could pop these up with dimensional. So just put them, line them up on the base of your card how you would like them to go before you actually glue them down. This one came out a little shorter. Cut this one a little too short. What they say, measure twice, cut once. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is come in with the hope sentiment. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take the back of this other one that's in a different language, and I am going to back it to the back of this, so it'll have a white border on there. And I am going to cut it down the middle. I'm going to cut this one here down the middle. And then I'm going to add it to this like this. And then I'm going to add that to the other side. Then what I'm going to do is pop this piece up on dimensionals. Let's take the back ends off of that. This one I think we're going to need a bow. Let's add that here. And I am going to add some twine to this one. And I already created a bow with that. I'm going to get a little glue dot to add to that. Okay, these came with some little glue dots, so I'll go ahead and use one of those. Let's see, to glue this down. This is the ones with the backing on. And just roll that up so it'll fit behind your the knot of your bow. Get a smudge on that. Okay, so now this one needs some bling. It looks so blah. Let's see where my sequence. I thought I would have liked this one a little better than the others, but let's add. I thought, yeah, I would have liked this one, or maybe that's too far apart. What you guys think? All right, so that's those. So next we have 3 more to do, and these, let's see. So this is a cardstock that this one came with, and I think it's a little busy. Okay, so if you want, you could keep this on the inside and just use the white for the base, the outside for your the white for the outside of your card. So let's go ahead and fold this. Now what, let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead and use this butterfly, you know, but I'm gonna use it on, I'm gonna put this on the outside. I'm gonna use the butterfly on I'm gonna make that design for the inside. You could always stamp a sentiment over that. So I'm gonna put my butterfly. This is a huge butterfly. They put this in the box, the kit to create, design the outside of the box. So I am going to use it on a card. So I am going to add some liquid glue to this baby here. All right, so you want to make sure your design is facing the correct way, and I am just going to glue this right here on the top. And get that excess glue off of that. Okay. So now they came with these long sentiment, you know, that would stretch over the box. But I am going to use this and cut it down. So here you had some other sentiments too in a different language or different languages. So you could use the back side of that. So let's see how we're gonna do this one. So it says, always hope because you never know what tomorrow will bring. So I'm just gonna cut this down. I don't know how it's gonna look, but if I don't like it, I could use something else. All right, so let's see here. Let's stagger this. And you could also make those edges that has the point straight. You could cut those off. And let's see how this is gonna look. I don't want to hide too much of my butterfly. Maybe I'll cut off those edges. Let's see. Those points. What do you guys think? That's hiding too much of the butterfly? I think I'm gonna cut those points off. What do you guys think? Does it look good on a slant? All right, I think I'm just gonna put it down the middle here. At least you could see the span of the wings. And I am going to pop that up with some dimensionals. This is a nice colorful kit, very cherry. Just take the back ends off. Just make sure my dimensional is not poking out there to the top. Squish that down. Next month's kit is going to be, I believe it's going to be a fall kit. And it's going to be treat boxes, I believe. So if you're interested in treat boxes, that will be the kit to get. I'm going to leave all the description, the information in the description down below if you guys are interested in getting a monthly subscription kit in the mail. You could cancel at all anytime. You could also skip a month if you don't like what's coming. They give us a sneak peek, so which is kind of cool. So let's add some bling to this. Let's see if we put some on the antennas up here, how that would look. Let's put 2 on the bottom here. What you guys think? How's that looking? Too much? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me just see how it look with a bow. Some twine. No, I just think the butterflies and this huge wing just is plenty enough for that. And then you have the inside that's already designed, and you stamp up your sentiment in the inside and you're good to go. Let's see. So we have, let's see what I did with my other cards. Okay. All right, so now for this one, we're gonna use this design pretty much as it was intended per the instructions. Okay, so this die cut came with it. So I guess you'll line these up with this, like line these circular stuff up together. It's pretty much, so it gives you a little coloring behind your flowers and your butterflies. It's a little busy. So now we're gonna go ahead with our glue. It's a lot of intricate dies here. Let's see if that's going to be enough here. So I'm going to line up those 2 circular flowers. And then we'll bring in the word hope. We're going to pop that up on some dimensionals. Peel the back ends off. And then we're going to center that in the middle. Just break up some of that busyness. Then we're going to get 2 of the smaller white tags that came here within our kit, and we're going to stamp some sentiments on that. And I'm going to put those in black. just gonna clean my blocks off. And then we're gonna stamp where there's hope, there's fate. And this one is saying where there is. Hopefully that didn't smudge. Okay. And we'll stamp there as fate. Went a little bit up to the top, but that is okay with me. All right, so while those are drying, then we'll just get a little bit, and this one, they had like a little butterfly. It's like, let's see if we find like a purple butterfly. I think it's enough butterflies. There's so much going on here, right? You could put a little butterfly here next to the word hope. What do you think? I think too much. I think it's too much. So let's see here. Let's put where there's hope, and then there's fate. And we're just gonna add this down here with some glue. We're not gonna pop those up. I think it could use some bling though, but I think the butterfly would be too much. What you guys think? Okay, I'll just add one. I mean, they have one. I just think it's like you could, you know, this is where creativity is. You do your own little thing. But you guys let me know if that's too much. And then we're gonna add a little bling. Let's put something there. Something out here. Let's see. One more. Where should I put this one? Let's put it here. All right, so what you guys think about that one? Busy, huh? So we have one more card to go, guys. One more. Let's see here. And this is that one is they have that design on the outside. I am going to use this as the inside of my card. Give that a nice fold. We'll bring in this die here once again. And then what I'm going to do is just put this on a slant. Let's see. I'm going to put it on a slant, sort of like this, and cut off the excess. So you want to place it, let me see, I think I'm going to put this down here to the corner here. Add a sentiment to that. So you place it to see like how much of you want some butterflies, or you want, you know, how much of your butterflies you want to get in there, what design you want. let's see. Or you could place it whereas you get like enough left over so you could use it on another card so you don't waste that much. Okay, so I'm going to glue it down just about there. Let's see. I really wish I had had my little sponges with me, but I don't. This would have made this go a little quicker. Or my silicone mat. I don't even have my silicone mat with me. Yes, I could have put in the glue down on the silicone mat and just drag this through and get the glue on that a little easier. Let's see how this is. Just want to make sure I don't get any glue down on my workstation. Then I'm just going to flip it over to the back and cut off the extra. That came out pretty cute. I think so. Came out pretty cute. So you could stamp directly on this. At least I brought my little rubber adhesive remover. So you could stamp directly on this. Let's see. I'm looking to make sure the inside is the correct way. It's kind of late for that after I glued that down. Or we could stamp and then put this on here. What you guys think? How does that look? Let's see, we could put a sentiment on this. Let's see, we could put just a note of hope right there. Again, these don't have to be these. You could use, I'm going to put this in black, another stamp set. Okay, let me put this in view here with some different cherry sentiments. Okay, then we could just glue that down there. Let's see, add a little bow to that. It's different. Alrighty, let's add some glue to the back. And then I'll just put it here in this corner. And then I'll add my bow right there. Let me see, I'm gonna go just below that hole. Get me a glue dot that it came with. Press that down nicely and then take the backing off. And then I am just going to put it right below the hole. Then of course we're going to have to add some bling. Alright, let's put one here on that flower. I really like how this one came out. Let's see. So that is our 9 cards, and so we still have a lot more stuff left over that you could design other projects, make other cards with the stash that you have. And let me see if I find the envelopes that goes with these and bring those back in once again. So these are the envelopes that come already pre-designed. So you have 3 different designs and they are beautiful, okay? So you have those to go with your cards. So you could match that up with anyone, any of those envelopes, okay? So let's bring in all the 9 designs here. Let me see, I don't know if they'll fit within the frame, but this is the one with the white. So what you guys think about that? What is your favorite one? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, let's bring in the others. This is the pink. I love pink. So instead of using the in these low space pieces that the inserts that came with the tags, you could actually use this to create this design here. That would look nice. Let's see here. See, they came in these little pop outs here. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So instead of using, you could use the solid pieces, I should say. You could crisscross them like that and then put more around. That would look nice too as well. So those are the pink ones. And then let's bring in the blue. I really like this one. Like, that looks like a doily. I really like how that one looks. So thank you guys for spending time with me. And I appreciate you leaving a comment down below. Let me know what you think about our designs that we created today. Let me know what's your favorite. That would be greatly appreciated. I'll catch you guys on the next video.